ways are higher than mine. I want mountains to move. You want me to climb. So I'm gonna trust you will work your will in your time. Your ways are higher than mine. Hi friends. How are you today? I hope you're good. I'm good too. It's been a minute. I haven't been here for like maybe a week that I haven't been here. I've been pretty busy, and I'm sure you all are busy too. And like you already know, for me, this is just for fun. Yeah, this is just for fun. It is a place for me to connect. Yeah, to connect with people and also share lessons learned and specifically things that God have done for me. That's the goal for me for this. So I won't be rushing. I had time the past couple of weeks, so I was able to upload videos back to back, and I had a goal to reach with that specifically to set the tone. Yeah, but now I'm about to start doing my favorite things here. Yeah, so there will be no rush. I'm going to take my time. Okay, I'm going to take my sweet time. So today I am going to share a story. Okay, and I'm about to get in it. So once upon a time, there was a man, very rich, so rich. In today's language, or a language I learned only in America, they would say he was stinkingly rich. So this man was so rich, but he was known for one thing. He was one of the faithful men. He was known for being faithful to God. This man had 7 sons, 3 daughters, and it is said that in their town, his daughters were the most beautiful. He had servants. He's not a servant, but servants. He had animals. He had everything. He was good. He was rich. He was wealthy. That's the proper word. He was wealthy. But one thing about him, like I mentioned earlier, is that he was very faithful to God. And he was known for his faithfulness and his loyalty to God. And do you know who God disturbed that faithfulness and loyalty? Of course, Satan. Satan became disturbed. Like we will say, like Nigerians will say, his body was peppering him. Yes, he became very disturbed. So first of all, do you know the man I'm talking about? Do you know the man I'm talking about? If you do, please leave a comment. I would love to engage. That's the reason why I'm telling the story. Do you know the man? Please leave a comment. I just started the story, but you already know. I'm about to talk about losses. Seasons of losses. So this man was known for being very faithful to God. And Satan became very uneasy about his faithfulness to God. He was, let's say, jealous about that. And the story goes on to say that while God was having a meeting, guess who showed up? Satan showed up. Yes, Satan showed up. And God asked him, buddy, where are you coming from? And he said, I was taking a stroll. I was going running about on the earth. And then I noticed these servants of yours. I noticed this man, these servants of yours. And do you know what I think? And the devil say what he think. He think that this man, that you, let me know the man I'm talking about. He said this man was faithful to God because God blessed him with all of these things that he had. Like the animals, the children, the wealth, everything that he had. That's the reason why he was faithful, that he pledged his loyalty to God. So, he asked God to allow him to disturb this man's life a little. So, he can see, or we can all see, if this man can still be faithful to God. What do you think have happened? Friends, well, God gave the permission. He did. God gave the permission for Satan to do the experiments. He did. And this man's faith and loyalty did not budge at all. Didn't shake. And he came back to God because he went in a day. The man lost so much. It is said that his children were feasting in one of their brother's house. And guess what? Things happened and they all died. And another day, in one day, all his belongings, like his animal, everything destroyed. Even with all these losses, he was still standing and was still trusting and believing in God. And then Satan returned to God and said, because you see, he's still faithful. And the devil said, or Satan said, yeah, he's still faithful because you have protection around him. You're still protecting him, that's why. Allow me to touch him. Allow me to touch him. And let's see if he will still be that faithful to you. And God said, go ahead, but make sure you don't touch his life. Do everything, but don't touch his life. Do you know, very quickly, many other things that happened was, he already lost possessions, his children died, and a bunch of many things gone wrong. But you know, in life, when a season of loss come and settle in your life, what you need is a support system. Guess what? His friends started saying things like, oh, are you sure you didn't do something? And God now is punishing you? Like the friends became another stumbling block in his life. Instead of being like, let me pray with you, let me encourage you, they became another temptation on its own. And the worst that could have happened is the spouse. The story goes on to tell us that the wife one day, because this man, when Satan came this time around destroying things, he really destroyed. Even his skin, everything went bad. Like he touched his physical body. He touched his physical body. But remember, God did not give him the permission to touch his life. So he touched his physical body, so things went as bad as it could be. And his wife came around and be like, curse God and die, because at this point, what do you have left? What a trial, my husband. Just curse God and die. By now, do you know who I'm talking about? Did you catch on? My first question to you is this. Yes, Satan came after his wealth, his belonging, and things that belong to him, physical things. But my question to you is this. What was Satan really after? Do you know? Can you tell me what he was really after? And I'll also ask, if the devil come around, taking a stroll like he said, if today the devil decides to take a stroll, can he call you a servant of God, a faithful one? And can he see something in your life as a Christian that he could be jealous of? I'm just asking. Can he? Is there something there that Satan can be jealous of? And above all though, let's think about that conversation that happened between Satan and God about this man. When he said, when he presented his case, God said, "Oh, he's a faithful one." Like God boasted about this man. God boasted about this man. Can God boast about you? The last but not the least, when trials come in your life, can you tell if they are man-made or if this is just a trial that you are caught in? Because first of all, every single one of us on this earth, we are caught up in a war between two worlds. Oh yeah, we are caught up in a war. You know, talking about losses, this man lost everything. I am going to come clean next time about the man and where the story come from. And if you know, please be ahead of me. Tell me. Help me. This is all, like I told you, it's fun for me. As you can see, I've been sharing here, but I really love this one that I'm doing this time around. And this is the main reason why I started this in the first place. You know, and listen, I grew up as a very naive Christian. And I love those days of naivety, of naivete, like we say it in French. But to mature as a Christian is better than to be naive, though. I thought being a faithful Christian, loving God so much, going about God's business and all of that, for some reason in my head, I thought it was enough trials will not come to you. You'll be fine. How was I wrong? How was I wrong? If there's anything, your faithfulness to God calls trials and you have to be ready for it. And my question to you is, are you the kind of Christian that the devil will see something or Satan will see something and be jealous about and literally show up and go to God and be like, God, we need to have conversation about this servant of yours. Let me test her. Let me test him to prove a point. And can God say, go ahead. I trust my son. I trust my daughter. Can that conversation happen about you? And again, who is this man that I'm talking about? Do you know? What is his name? And what do you think the devil was really after? What do you think Satan was really after in his life? If you know, please let me know in the comments. And next time, I am going to come clean. I'll give us the name and what I personally think that the devil was really after. I will come clean on that as well. If you agree, good. If you don't agree, you can always have that conversation with me in the comments. But let me tell you this. First thing you have to know that as a Christian, if you are an honest, fervent Christian, you should expect trials. You should expect trials. I've said it. You should expect it. The Bible says pray without seasons, right? Without ceasing. English. You should expect it. If it doesn't come good, but don't live expecting a trial-free life. If you choose to be faithful Christian, there are many Christians. If you choose to be the one that God will take pride to call his daughter or his son, you have to know the risk that comes with it. I know something about it. But listen, it was great sharing the story of this man with you. And we will continue many episodes to come about many stories, amazing stories that I love, that I can relate with. And where I will let you know where this story comes from. But if you know, which I think you should know, if you know also, let me know. And how can you relate with this man that lost everything, friends and children, everything? How can you relate with this person? Can you relate to losses? Have you ever lost? Have you ever lost this much? And how did you feel? Let me know in the comment below. Listen, God bless you and take care of yourself. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.